What's going on, everybody? We got the top 10 best hit songs of 2019, part 1. And we're going to watch part 2 as well, because I'm not doing a two-parter reaction video. What do you think, I'm insane? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I low-key forgot I was doing this, reacting to, all of the top 10 lists that Todd has done, because, Billboard Breakdown, Lissies, and all that, and just school in general, bro. Just so busy. My life is just, so busy. I have nothing. I have no second to rest. Nah, I'm kidding. But, I low-key forgot I was doing this. But, people were begging me in the comments, so, hey, man. I mean, I get it. Todd has probably some of the greatest videos in the music critic community. And, yeah, I mean, we all agree with that. So, I don't blame you for telling me to react to this, because it's good content, right? Obviously. Well, Todd is the fucking GOAT. If you disagree, you're going to have to get out, buddy. But yeah, man. I think it's time we start watching this. I got sandwiches. This is the meal for today. I also got another one right here. Man, I want to learn how to play the guitar so bad, bro. And yes, it's because of John Mayer, obviously. Come on, bro. But I would want to learn how to play the guitar. I don't know if I would want to learn how to play the piano. Because, I don't know. I feel bro, guitar, okay, with piano, I feel piano, you look, you have more aura. Look at, Todd has aura, bro. Look at this guy. He's, sitting in the dark, playing a piano just, perfectly with the mic and the sheet there. This is aura right here. But guitar will get you bitches, bro. Look at, that's why John Mayer's my idol, bro. Look at all the bitches he gets, right? And also, I just like the way the guitar sounds better than piano. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Can't cap. Look, Adele, you got those cool piano beats, but John Mayer, come on, man. In Your Atmosphere is literally the greatest song of all time. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. Unfortunate. Also, you can't carry around this shit, bro. It's way harder to carry around than a guitar.
Oh man, remember the 2010s? What an absolutely insane decade. And many bad things happened in it, but this decade is also not off to a great start. I kind of miss the 2010s already. But honestly, 2019 didn't feel like the end of the decade, it felt like the beginning of something else. It might be because the big names of the year were all new artists, but it was one of the freshest
fucking Lizzo, bro,
years I can remember in pop music. It felt like one of
so it's Lizzo. Oh shit! Point. So is Lizzo still canceled? Is Lizzo canceled still, or what's the? Can we get an update on that? Because I've been seeing people being way nicer to her because she's losing weight, but did she do that abusive stuff? I don't fucking know. I don't know.
It's 1992.
Man, if you're an abuser, just lose weight and everybody will like you again. Remember that.
Or 1977, where everything changes. And not only was this one of the most exciting years I covered in music, it was also one of the best. I've had.
That's true. 2019 was fucking great, bro.
The pop charts just do not interest me at all. Some years it's hard to fill out the best list. This year it was hard to make cuts. I really love this list, and it was all really tight. Number 8 could have been number 2. Any of them would have been pretty high in weaker years. And the year isn't really over.
Telling you guys, bring Lil Nas X back, bro, please. He's so fucking good.
So let's put a button on it. We're counting down the top 10
best hit songs 2019.
Number 10.
Spelling is fun.
Okay, so around the time this fucking thing broke, I predicted that Brendan Urie would become the new Adam Levine. I've had time to swish that thought around in my brain, and I've come up with a better comparison. Panic at the Disco is the new Weezer, in that their stuff clearly became a lot sillier at some point.
I'm sorry.
Idiot music.
I've never listened to Weezer, bro. I only know Weezer because of the memes, like the fucking Blue album or whatever it's called, bro. I don't think, maybe I've heard a couple of Weezer songs without knowing, but I've just never went out of my way to listen to them.
Are doomed to have endless debates
Can't lie,
about
bro.
whether they're still good or not. As with Weezer, I adopted an obnoxious middle ground. High Hopes, I still think that song's terrible. Lyrics are boring and the sound never comes together.
No, High Hopes is fire, bro.
But I like that other single. I guess I was ready for the sequel.
So, like, wait, hold on. This song's good. This is a good song. I think High Hopes is better, though. That's just my opinion. But, like, what is Panic got to do? Well, I mean, all the members fucking left, no? It's just Brendan Urie. Right? What is he doing nowadays? Like, is he, like, still making music? Like, I know, like, I've seen people be like he can't sing anymore or whatever. Is that true? Like, I remember he released this one single. I forgot what it was. It was like in a red suit or whatever, I think. And it was just forgettable because I guess it was forgettable because I don't remember anything from it. But like, is Brendan Urie like still doing this shit, or like is he like just over? Like, is he done? Like retired?
Unlike High Hopes, I like this one right away. But it was listening to the whole album that brought me around on Panic at the Disco as they entered their new, complete and total selling out phase of their careers. Much like Weezer, Urie threw himself into it like, you know what, fuck it. If this is what we're gonna do, let's go whole hog. What the fuck is this? Like, imagine explaining to any eyelinered Hot Topic kid in 2006 that their favorite emo band would end up a cheesy lounge act. But Panic was always kind of self-consciously artificial, so it's not as weird a transition as you might think.
Why is bro looking at me like that?
There's a lot of Cobra Starship energy to New Panic, all the glitz and glamour but at a weird angle.
Ew!
It knows how silly this all is and it leans into it. And Hey Look Ma, I Made It is the most explicit song on the album because it's literally about selling out.
Cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label.
As proud as he is of his success, he also sounds
my pimp's a record label.
Such a worthless bullshit.
That's kind of a bar, no?
Popular music. And as someone who's making it an even more bullshit arena, I'm all into it. And it's that kind of energy and honesty that makes me feel like no matter how far Panic at the Disco gets from its roots and how pop it
this guy's
goes,
doing coke on a toilet?
Retain enough self-awareness and personality.
Surely at least like do it on the floor, no? What? Like out of all, this guy has a whole big ass apartment. He's choosing to do coke on the toilet?
Not be
what?
Levine. We can only hope.
I mean, maybe he was right about him being Adam Levine because those two guys are nowhere to be seen in fucking music anymore and on the charts. So, hey, guess Todd was right.
Number 9. Back at the start of this decade, I was still working part-time as a substitute teacher. I guess he'd call it in the inner city. But yeah, I was like Michelle Pfeiffer, molding vulnerable, innocent, not handed out.
Random ass lore.
Try not to look too hungover. But I had one very distinct musical memory from this time.
Bro, a substitute teacher, well, my mom is actually a substitute teacher. But from what I've heard, they don't make much. I mean, maybe like the district that my mom's at is just pays fuck all. I don't know. Maybe the district, it just depends on the district, I guess. But like, it doesn't pay that much. But like, bro, I would be a substitute teacher, bro. You ain't gotta do shit, bro. Especially like, what grade would I do it in? I think I would probably do it some grade in high school, maybe. Not freshmen. Freshmen are annoying. Maybe seniors. Seniors just don't give a fuck, you know? No. Not normal classes. I would do AP and honors classes, you know? Because a lot of those kids are more mature. I mean, not to glaze myself, but, you know, like, I'm in honors and AP classes, and, you know, we just want to get our work done, bro, and get out. Like, that's really it, bro. Like, I would love to be a sub, especially nowadays, bro. Like, you don't even gotta hand out worksheets. Like, it's just like, all right, guys, your teacher assigned you something on fucking Canvas or Google Classroom. Go on your iPads and do your work. Like, that's it, bro. You don't gotta do anything else. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want, bro. It sounds easy.
These 3 little fourth grade girls singing
I mean, it depends on the pay. I mean, really depends on the pay, right? Like, you gotta get up at maybe 5 a.m., maybe 6 a.m.
Song.
I don't know about all that.
Particular song.
You guys don't mind? I'm gonna add a little hip hop to this hoedown.
Yep, Hannah Montana's Hoedown Throwdown. My point is, the Cyruses have been seeding the ground for this moment for a long time.
I got the horses in the
Oh,
back.
shit.
Horse stock is attached.
Okay, maybe it's a stretch to credit
Bring him back, bro.
Miley Cyrus for Old Town
Didn't this guy, wasn't he the guy who was like performing at like the Trump inauguration?
Road, but look at it. Hannah Montana.
Kind of funny, like him like having a song with Lil Nas X kind of just goes against everything, no?
Maybe it's a stretch to credit
bit
Miley
funny.
Cyrus for Old Town Road, but look at it. Hannah Montana is out there teaching a whole generation of kids to mix rap and country. 9 years later, the now grown kid behind.
You know what's more funny? You guys know the fucking DaBaby remix of Panini? That's even more funny. I always think back to that. It's just like, bro, like the fucking contrast is unreal, dude.
the biggest country rap song of all time, handpicks Hannah Montana's father to put it over the top. Combine that with the Jonas Brothers comeback, the shockwaves from 2000s Disney are gonna keep reverberating. Who knows what the effects are gonna be?
Were you guys a Disney, Cartoon Network, or Nickelodeon kids? Like, I was Cartoon Network, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you, I'm gonna be completely honest here, bro. If you're a man and you woke up on a Disney Channel, you're probably gay. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like no hate. I'm just saying, like, you watching Disney Channel as a kid, that shit probably made you gay, bro. I'm just saying, like, nothing wrong with that. But look, I was watching Cartoon Network. I could never get into Disney Channel. I think maybe like Liv and Maddie was cool. I mean, I tuned into a couple episodes for that, but like that was it, bro. Maybe, yeah, Cartoon Network was just so much better, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So what do we do now that Old Town Road is officially the biggest song in pop history? Where do we go from here? Will it turn out to be like
Is that still the
CeeLo's
truth
Fuck
nowadays?
You, a novelty song we all thought
That's still
was gonna
true.
be more important than it was, and later we'll all be like, wait.
No,
why
I don't
were
think
we all
a bar
wearing
song
chaps in
overtook it.
2019? Or
I
is
don't
this
think
in
so.
fact the game changer everyone thinks it is? Maybe it is the next Royals or Despacito.
Does Blinding, not for like number one, but like does Blinding Lights like surpass it?
I don't know. This is relatively low on the list.
I don't know
it took
either.
me a long time to get on the horse-drawn bandwagon. I'm still a little suspicious of it and kind of sympathetic to anyone who never took to it. Like, what an obnoxious year this must have been for them. And the Old Town Road outrage and discourse was just miserable to be involved with. For what it's worth, the whole idea that there was going to be some kind of racist backlash against it, I think it was really overstated. I'm sure there's at least a little, but in my experience, white people like it when black people like the things they like. And the country fandom, old, young, whatever, they seem to be pretty okay
that's
with
very
it.
rare.
It's just a hard song for anyone
Actually,
to
no,
not
that's not
enjoy.
no, that's actually true, bro. You go on fucking Facebook or whatever, or like, I don't go on Facebook, but you go on Facebook and it's like these old like black people are talking about like, oh yeah, this is the white people songs that we like. You got white people like rejoicing in the comments and shit.
And yeah, there's a part of me that still doesn't quite believe the hype, but fuck it. I just decided to let the masses sweep me away on this one. I love that pop music is just this amazingly insane and unpredictable, where a silly song like this can be imbued with so much importance. Plus, it has one of the most killer choruses ever written. And when that beat drops for Billie Ray's verse and then it comes back in,
Maserati sports car. Got no stress.
fuck yeah! Greatest 2 seconds of the year.
Yeah, probably.
So I keep going back.
There's just something magical about this whole phenomenon. Some accidental genius will
Right
never see
till I
again.
can't.
Nashville's now
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
gonna
reverse
take
engineer
my-
Lil Nas X's success.
Do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab it sweetheart and spin out with 'em. Do the
That shit's fire too.
No, it's not the same thing. Will we see Lil Nas X in 2020? We'll see. But 2019 will always be
definitely
it
see him in
for
2021.
generations.
2020, I mean, Holiday was the only song that they released that year, no? Holiday was fire. I don't care. That's one of his best songs.
Number 8.
Bust down wrist, not a bust down bitch.
One of the big stories of music 2019
Shit.
was the explosion of female rappers. For years, the only woman in the game was
Lizzo, a
Nicki,
female rapper?
and for a brief period, Iggy, which I think we all regret. Other than that, it was a total sausage fest. Once Cardi arrived, it was, thank God, a challenger for the title. But unfortunately, Nicki fell right out of everyone's good graces, so that one had a clear winner. But all of a sudden, it seemed like we realized we don't have to have just one woman. Hip-hop isn't the Smurfs. So it's nice that the race to be queen of hip-hop stayed competitive. Not that it's actually a competition. But if it was, then it quickly became clear that the main event would be Cardi versus Lizzo. and it was going to be hard to pick the winner. I have
I guess in 2019, I don't know.
As part of the fairness,
that's crazy for nowadays, bro. Both of those women have not released music in a while, or had a hit in a while. I mean, I guess if you count the fucking bullshit Cardi B remixes for like Glorilla or Megan Thee Stallion or whatever, I guess if you want to count that, but that's some bullshit. I can't lie. Like Cardi B has not had her own hit in like, bro, 2021, 2020, maybe 2022. I think 2022 maybe. I think it was Up was 2021. Yeah, Up was 2021. I was thinking Hot Shit maybe, but Hot Shit, no, that just wasn't a hit. Let's be honest, guys. And then Lizzo, she was like 2022, and then maybe 2023. Did she have any? No, I don't think she had anything in 2023. And then like nothing since then. I mean, nowadays, like biggest female rappers is probably Glorilla versus either Sexy Red or Megan. Probably, it's either between them. Glorilla definitely. It's kind of a matchup between Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion. Let's see how that Bruno Mars and Sexy Red song does, and we'll see if we can make a confirmation.
Ask, have you considered voting third party?
No, she got it lit. Hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit.
Old Town Road will always have the weirdest path to success that year, but the story of Megan Thee Stallion's biggest hit, Hot Girl Summer, was also kind of odd, starting out as a meme long before it was a single. And I acknowledge that it is hard to turn a catchphrase into a song.
I didn't do it.
Perhaps it would have been best to leave it as a slogan rather than cash in on it. By the time Hot Girl Summer came out, the summer was almost over.
Damn.
So it was more like
September
a
3rd.
tribute to the Hot Girl Summer that was in the past. But who am I to complain about anyone putting out their work late? And besides, most great summer songs are about summer as a memory. Summer of '69, Boys of Summer, Summer Girls, forever a classic. Honestly, I loved Hot Girl Summer immediately. I saw plenty of critics who were disappointed, and the big complaint was that the Hot Girl Summer was supposed to be about being hot for yourself, not for any dudes. So there shouldn't be a dude on the song.
Big old freak is a must that I hit.
Frankly, I didn't mind at all. The hook is great, but at the same time...
And Ty Dolla $ign is fire when he's not working with Kanye, man.
Ty Dolla $ign, who is doing a decent Drake impression here, I think he understands that he's here to be the hype man for Megan, and otherwise he is to get the fuck out of the way.
Handle me? Who gon' handle me? Thinking he's a player, he's a member on the team.
I admit the meme floating around as an all-purpose empowerment slogan probably helped sell the song to me, because Megan raps mostly about herself and not, the other hot girls of that summer.
Hey, I got 1 or 2 days. If you seen it last night, don't say shit the next day.
And yet it felt like she didn't need to. The song just feels good. Even Nicki Minaj, whose career is
Jesus Christ,
at the
bro,
moment, is an entirely welcome presence here.
We say it's hot girl summer, we ain't talking about degrees.
For once, she seems to be getting.
It's kind of
along
funny,
with it.
actually.
She even bothered to show
the context
up
of
in the video
last
instead
year.
of having to be digitally inserted like usual.
I'm a hot girl, so you know it's just
Damn, like they're
Girl
really
Summer
like,
felt like-
it's crazy, bro. Like Nicki's just a loser. Like it's just crazy, bro. Like, bro, like Nicki, Cardi B, didn't they have a? Did they have a song together? Did Nicki and Cardi? No, they had. I'm looking this up. Fuck this shit. No, they have to have. Bro, they had at least like one song together, right? Sure. Yeah, they're on, Motorsport, if you count that. Yeah, they were on that song. But like, it's crazy, bro. Like Cardi B, fucking Nicki had a song, and then like, oh, they're beefing now. And look, bro, Megan and Nicki, like this year, bro, Nicki is just sad, bro. I can't lie to you.
Like that last really great pool party of the year before school starts. So let's let 2019 live on in our memory as the year of the hot girl summer. We will tell our grandkids one glorious year the summer had nothing but hot girls. And after that, nothing but miserable asshole winter.
Yeah, pretty much. Aww, best friends forever.
Number 7. When people in the future ask me what 2019 was like, I'm gonna tell them that it was a lot.
How much money you got? A lot. How many problems you got? A lot. How many people done doubted you? A lot.
I can't really say I've been big on 21 Savage, don't really like mumble rap.
I've never
He
liked
says he's not
mumble rap. Jesus Christ,
most mumble rappers.
bro.
say.
I was never a fan of 21 Savage, bro. I could just never get like. I didn't even like the hit from last year, like Red Room, bro. Last year, I just didn't like that song. Like yeah, like he's not terrible, but like he's just never been for me.
Isn't mumble, I can understand him fine, but it's mumble rap adjacent at least. His deal seems to be that he raps really violent lyrics in the deadest, ice cold monotone. For me, I always think of his most famous verse on Post Malone's Rockstar.
I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star.
Where he was so emotionless, he made Xanaxed out sad boy Malone sound like Billie Eichner. Like, I see what he's doing, it just wasn't for me.
How many times did you ride a lot? How many niggas done died a lot?
But A Lot, the first single off his second album, changed what I thought about him entirely. He's not trying to show coldness with his flat delivery, it's total emotional burnout.
My brother lost his life and it turned me to a beast. My brother got life and it turned me to the streets.
Now, for a guy who literally released a song called No Heart, it seems like he's got a lot to say about his inner life and the things he's gone through.
How many lawyers you got? A lot. How many times you got shot? A lot. How many?
Like, he's seen some shit. My problems are like, oh, this video is coming out a little late. And then I listen to this and I think, oh, yeah, maybe I should shut up. And if he thought he had problems before, he immediately got more.
AP English is no joke, guys.
Right after he released the song, when he became only the most famous.
My problems are worse than yours.
Ice, who is now trying to deport him from the country he's lived in since he was 7.
Been through some things, but I couldn't imagine my kids stuck at the border.
Like, he earns the right to sound that dead inside. I wouldn't sound enthused by the world either.
Love seeing shit like that. Question.
And I haven't really been into anything J. Cole has done for years, but I also really like his verse here too. He comes out hard, calling out other rappers for Spotify fraud.
How many faking they streams?
That's pretty.
Who's listening to those songs?
Uh-oh.
A bot? I'm not a rapper. But Cole
Drake
does use the word jot as a rhyme.
On a new record he got, he called it a lie. I open my book and I jot.
I don't know why that amuses me. I just never heard it before.
I'm on a tangent, not how I planned it.
He also does kind of go all over the place, giving shout-outs to Draft, Bust, Markelle Fultz, and Dennis Smith Jr. of all people. Please pray for the rest of the Knicks while you're at it. And most controversially, Tekashi 6ix9ine, a guy who got tired of waiting to be canceled, so he canceled himself.
Paper Tekashi, they wanting a rap. I picture him inside a cell on a cat, reflecting on how he made it to the top.
No, I'm not gonna pray for that guy, Cole. But
What?
even if that one, if you zoom out from Tekashi being a terrible person, I do see the broad outlines of his life being this grand tragedy, so I think I'll let that one slide. And you know what? Even if I don't relate to these specific problems,
I mean, yeah, but like
I said,
is there like a certain part of gang life where they tell you to fucking rape a 13-year-old?
everything just felt like a lot this year. I'm glad we had this song.
I've never heard of that. I'm just saying.
Stress of just, just fucking everything all the fucking time. I'm exhausted. I'm dead inside. Thank you, 21 Savage, for expressing how we're all feeling.
We're just like sexually interacting with 13-year-olds?
Number 6.
Never heard of that shit.
I still wouldn't really call myself a Post Malone fan. Still don't really like anything from his biggest album, Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Or maybe I'm just biased against it because it was called Beer Bongs and Bentleys. But I completely understand what he's about, and I'm interested in what he does next. That's a lot. Like, that's the main thing you should be asking of any pop star. It's a high bar to clear. The Post Malone hater squad is still going strong, but I think a lot of people turned around on him in 2019. Goddamn, if he didn't have one of the sweetest jams of the year.
Let it go.
This is a good pick.
Okay, first off, Post Malone, who still looks like a garbage man, dressed as a gallant knight in gleaming armor, face tattoos and all, that's just a hysterical image. But the inside of that armor reeks.
Fuck, bro. Why didn't we fucking... we had to give Country Post the number ones and the fucking, streams and shit, but no, we did not want to listen to Pop Posty, we did not want to listen to Austin, and we did not want to give Austin the number one album. We did not want to do that because, we don't like Pop Post Malone, but we like Country Post Malone because we're stupid as fuck. Like, bro. I didn't even try. I tried. Okay, I listened to some tracks off of the Country Post album. I was just like, bro, I just don't want to listen to this shit, bro. Not when there's Austin. Like, Austin is so good. Something Real should have been a hit, bro. Enough is Enough should have been a big fucking hit. But no, like... No. We have to listen to country Post Malone. We have to listen to the song with Morgan Wallen on it. Like... Jesus Christ, bro. Like, it's just... Society is just broken.
But the song, Circles, like... This is just good driving music. Like, one of my happiest music memories from 2019 was I was, like cruising down...
No, we don't want more circles. We want somebody pour me a drink. Like, no, bro. Nobody... Like, no, I don't want that. I want more circles, bro.
Music.
Come on.
One of my happiest music memories from 2019 was I was, like, cruising down the coast on this beautiful, breezy summer day, and this song came on, and I was just listening to it, looking at the beach in the distance, and it was just absolutely perfect. And to be clear, this memory completely and totally did not happen. In the summer, the song hadn't even been released yet, and I live in New York City. I don't drive anywhere, certainly not down
he lives in New York?
coastal highways. But I cherish this completely made-up false memory regardless. Being on the road with Amanda, my imaginary girlfriend, without a care in the world, it was amazing. Posty has always mixed different genres, but Circles feels like the only 100% non-hip-hop song he's ever made. Like, even his most poppy songs, he kept like a toe in rap. They'd have the drowsy hip-hop beats behind it.
I would have taken more 12-karat toothache instead of fucking country Post Malone, man.
I'm trying to gain an appreciation
on, bro.
for him as a rapper, but if he only made stuff like Circles for the rest of his life, I don't think I'd complain. In fact, part of people's distrust
I wouldn't either.
that he came to hip-hop relatively late. He originally wanted to be a rock singer, and the fact that he's actually kind of good at it might not actually help his case. Get out of hip-hop, you poser! You're really good at making folky indie pop. We don't want you to miss your true calling. And what gets me is that Ed Sheeran is also a guy who keeps trying to do everything. He keeps chasing those pop hits. And this is what he could be making instead. But he keeps trying to inch as close as he can to being a rapper. And an actual rapper is making the acoustic pop songs that he should be. For what it's worth, I also like Post Malone's weird singing voice and his bizarre vibrato. I don't know how he does that. Is he part goat? But for a guy who's mostly known for being mopey and downbeat, he can put a lot of emotion into it. Post Malone is a guy who's easy to hate, but I absolutely do not hate him. This is like perfect early 70s Laurel Canyon guitar pop, and I like it way too much. Still number one in the country as I'm recording this. Completely deserved.
Run away, run away, run away.
No, you guys wanted Pour Me a Drink. You wanted Pour Me a Drink.
We're gonna take another break. Oh god, I just remembered what I put at number 5. Check out the next video, everyone.
Nah, should we check out the next video? I think we should check out the next video. I don't know. That might be a good idea. I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can check out the next video because this is gonna load forever. Unfortunate.
Okay.
Oh no, we're back.
I can do this. Okay, part 2. Number 5. I never wanted to be in this position. I really didn't. I genuinely hoped that it would never, ever come to this.
Oh no.
Okay, here we go.
Oh shit. Bro.
Okay.
What's wrong with liking a little bit of K-pop? There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Hey, you should have been more scared if you had to put it on the worst list. I mean, nowadays you don't have to really be scared. But like back then at least, like you should have probably been scared if you had to put it on the worst list. Yeah, man. I mean, look, bro. Boy Love's a good song, bro. I can't lie. It's a good song. Probably one of my favorite BTS songs. I mean, one of the only BTS songs I've ever willingly listened to. So, I mean, hey.
Look.
Good song.
Before this year, I didn't really feel any of the K-pop I've ever heard. Like, I tried back when Gangnam Style hit, and maybe it was just the language barrier, but mostly just sounded like the annoying Black Eyed Peas stuff I was already tired of in English, so I just moved on. And then when BTS started building a presence in America, I wasn't into it. Like I did a couple token listens, but it just felt like a topic I should avoid because I felt out of my depth. Plus, the fandom was so terrifyingly intense that eventually I was like, Why don't I just
pre-Elon Musk Twitter, bro. Please bring it back.
not do my job? Why don't I just completely fail to do my job, and maybe if I learn as little about them as possible, I'll never, ever have to talk about them. And then I saw them perform this, like, once, like on SNL or something.
So there's like 7 of them? Yeah.
Fuck. Because I knew after one listen that it was going to be on the best list. Now I gotta talk about them. God, just mentioning them is going to get me written into a bunch of weird fanfic or something. And that is entirely valid if you want to do that, and not something I am criticizing in any way. All I can say is thank God I didn't have to put this on the worst list. So speaking as someone who's fairly new to the BTS phenomenon, yeah, I really like this song. I've never bothered to look up what the lyrics mean. Honestly, I don't care. I've got the title, so I'm pretty sure I get the gist. The little I did find about it said it was like sort of a follow-up to their previous single, Boy in Love. So, this is the moment of triumph. They got the girl. And you can call it kind of meta because this is their biggest hit ever in America. It's a double triumph.
Oh.
Clearly, Halsey is what put them
definitely not true anymore.
No, she feels pretty unnecessary to the BTS phenomenon. So, is this the big sea change for K-pop? Is it about to go mainstream? I still have doubts it'll ever have its own Despacito. Boy with Love.
Me just speaks just completely another wrong prediction, Todd. Unfortunate.
For a weeks. We don't really have as many Korean speakers in this country like we do Spanish. I think the language barrier might be too high.
Once you overcome the 1-inch tall barrier of
Three number
subtitles,
ones.
you will be introduced to so many more amazing films.
On the other hand,
probably like actually four number ones. Wait, if you're counting fucking the individual members, like 6 plus or maybe even 7. Honestly,
who would have guessed watching Voltron in the 80s that the next few generations would grow up obsessed with Japanese cartoons? So maybe the K-pop moment really is coming, because when I just imagine pop music in my head, just like the ideal of it, Boy with Love is what it sounds like to me. So maybe K-pop really is going to take over. Unless any pretty boy pop stars in the West want to put down the challengers.
You got that
he puts up a good fight. Hey.
I, for one, welcome our new Korean overlords. Number 4. When the decade ended.
Well, okay, wait. No. I mean, okay, I'm thinking like Dynamite is the Despacito, but is it the Despacito? Is it? Maybe it is. Because he's saying K-pop, not just BTS, because BTS was the biggest K-pop group. Was there ever a K-pop group that was like as big as them that had like the big hits like they did? I don't think there was. I mean, like, there's Blackpink, but Blackpink, like, they didn't have like those crazy type of hits that BTS did, right? And like Despacito, like, all that, like, fucking Spanish music and like reggaeton and all that type of stuff, that was fucking huge. But like, okay, maybe. No, I'm gonna say it is Despacito, but like it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like the reggaeton and like Hispanic music like wave was just way bigger than the K-pop, but I don't know. I might be wrong.
Published their best songs of the decade list. And the consensus,
like, that was just bigger in general. The K-pop stuff has just lasted longer. You know, like, there's still reggaeton on the charts, but it's not as, like, definitely not as popular. Even though there was regional Mexican music last year. Was it last year? Was it last year? No. Was it 2023 or last year? I think no. It was 2023. Oh shit! Damn. Fuck. Time is going by. Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Royals, better than Call Me Maybe. Better than Rude by Magic, which will someday be recognized as the greatest song ever written. Better than all of those, Robin's Dancing on My Own. And understandably, it's a brilliant track that proves you can have a high-tempo dance song that's
I'm sorry, people who glaze this song, I've never heard it outside of this, like, fucking community.
When they make movies about the early 2010s, that's the one song all the characters will be dancing to. Even though in real life, we were all listening to One Republic. But yeah, it's obviously a towering achievement, and its influence lives on. I've seen many, many people attempt to recreate it over the years. No one's ever...
Oh shit, this song?
But I respect the...
Sam Smith?
Sam Smith actually becoming good? Like, early on, the impression I got was that featuring Sam Smith songs.
I always thought they were good, but look, that last album. Hey, just go listen to Gimme, come back. You know what I'm talking about.
Songs were good, but actual...
And even I liked Unholy, and I listened to that Sam Smith album, bro.
By Sam Smith songs, you can skip them. Boring. Considering the dynamite freshman class of 2019, Smith seems like absolutely the type of artist you should be able to dismiss as yesterday's news. But honestly, I think I'm starting to develop some appreciation for them. Especially their best song yet, Dancing with a Stranger.
This is still their best song. Unfortunately.
Yes, it is entirely an attempt to remake Dancing on My Own, right down to the similar titles. But ripoffs can be great too. And I think the very thing I don't like about Sam Smith, their eternally sexless tastefulness, it actually kind of works to the song's advantage.
I don't wanna be alone tonight.
Sam singing like, "You hurt me."
Then don't be alone,
Dancing
buddy.
With a stranger. The implication being that they're gonna go have sex later, because otherwise I don't think anyone would care. It's like, oh, you did an electric slide with someone else. But just the way Sam sings it, you can tell it's gonna be like the saddest, most unsatisfying revenge sex ever. Robin dancing on her own in the corner is somehow less lonely.
Yeah, I'm really thinking about it. Normani really never had like a solo hit, bro. Like like she was on Fifth Harmony. Obviously, you know they had hits, but that's not just her. And then also like what Normani was on like that one Khaled song. She was on this song and maybe like one other song that I'm not thinking of right now. But like she just never had her own solo hit. Like that's just kind of crazy to think about. Like she was just like a fucking feature merchant.
You can tell it's gonna be like the saddest, most unsatisfying revenge sex ever. Robin dancing on her own in the corner is somehow less lonely than what Sam Smith is doing here.
Look what you made me do. I was somebody new.
And then there's Normani, who, look, the vibe I've always gotten from all of Fifth Harmony, solo and otherwise, is that they were trying way too hard. And it does feel kind of wrong that on Normani's two big hits, she has to dance her ass off.
Yeah, it was the Khaled song.
Teenager Khalid, and obviously
Khalid, I forgot how to
Sam
say it.
Smith.
I don't know her seasoning.
But as a singer, she's actually very low-key and smoky, and I think she really plays well off of them. Which is good, because otherwise this song doesn't really make any sense as a duet. Like, I'm still asking this question. Like, do they know each other? Are they the exes?
Wait, so is Sam Smith
strangers?
gay?
Are they
Or
singing
is
to
he
each
just
other, with each other, about
non-binary?
each other? Are they completely separate? I like the one answer I got, which is they are both the same person. Can't think of two people more different, but it does make sense in a way, because really, aren't we all constantly dancing with the stranger ourselves? Makes you think. No, it doesn't, but this song's really good.
What? It's like, what is this guy talking about?
Number 3. As Katy Perry's time as a hitmaker winds down, I admit I found her more compelling than when she was big and her music was better. Everything she's said and done in the past couple of years makes her seem like a woman.
The fuck is happening in this video?
She literally cast herself as a Marie Antoinette who dreams of being Joan of Arc. God, the self-loathing of that, it's just soul-scarringly depressing. And that's even before
that song sounds like shit, I can't lie.
Being terrible and failing miserably. There's just something really tragic and heartbreaking about it, especially because sad Katy Perry is so off-brand from the music that made her famous. It's just not something anyone seems to want.
I'm losing myself.
So she scraped onto the charts
What,
one last time
the Z
in
song?
2019. And yes,
It's probably her
I
best
do
song.
suspect it
Well,
would
not
be
like
her
ever,
last,
but like
'cause it didn't stick around for very long. And I don't think it would have charted
Yeah,
at all if
that-
it weren't
I
one
think
of
that
the
is her
best
last.
songs of her entire career.
Just because it's over doesn't mean it's really over. And if I think it over, maybe you'll be coming over again. And I have to get over.
I have underestimated Zed so much.
Bro, Zed is fucking fire. I don't care what anybody says. Zed is fire. He just makes fucking fire shit. I don't care, bro.
Of his I didn't like, but not because of anything he did on it.
Like,
Although
Clarity
Pop,
alone, like, that song is so
one of the
fucking
sillier
legendary,
use of
bro.
Trademarks I've ever known.
Where is it? Like, what is this man doing, bro? Oh, right, he had a song with John Mayer last year, but that album, it did that album even do anything? Like maybe in like other countries, but like I don't think it did. I don't even think it did anything in the U.S.
John Woo with his goddamn doves. Like, I got it the first time. Not every shootout needs doves. Not every quiet moment needs a ticking clock. Just shout zzz at the beginning of your songs like other producers do. But this may be his best song yet. And if he had given it to someone a little more popular right now, it might have had more legs, but I don't think it would have been as good. Naming a song Never Really Over is a bold move from someone who has to be worrying that she is really over. But that air of tragedy that Katy has now, someone who's seen happier days, it's what really sells that amazing hook to me.
2 years and just like that.
It's a song about being blindsided by feelings for a long dead relationship, and the wishful thinking that the flame can be relit. And it's clear that the narrator is just delusional.
Just because it's over doesn't mean it's really over. And if I think it over, maybe
Like, she's not really over it, but the relationship is in fact really over, and she just spits out words like she's losing her mind.
Yeah.
This is the best chorus of the year, and it blows me away. And if I'm right, which I'm usually not, but if I am about Katy Perry being done, this will be a good note to go on for her.
Especially
Because
after
even
last
over,
year.
the feelings
Jesus
are still
fuck.
there. And I have a lot of good memories of Katy Perry songs, so I'm glad she gave us one truly great last song at the end of this decade. Number 2.
Huh? Packing the mail, it's gone.
DaBaby is a guy made for a fisheye lens. His ambitions are clearly to be the next Busta Rhymes or Ludacris, guys who just want to go as big and over the top as they can. Every picture of him, he's flashing this big-ass grin with rows upon rows of like 800 teeth. This is a guy people listen to just coast on his ridiculous charisma, and certainly not to talk about anything serious. I mean, who would want that? No one. Certainly not this early in his career. I mean, it'll probably happen someday, but, he's still a rookie. He's not going to do that anytime soon.
Thinking about my grandmama and shit. I got the #1 record, they acknowledge the
Nah.
They going crazy when they play a head bobbing and shit. And I'm just someone.
Yeah, this is the second heartfelt.
I forgot
rap
this song existed.
from a guy who usually doesn't do that. I'm an easy mark, I guess. My favorite DMX song is Slippin'.
I'm slipping, I can't get up.
That's a terrible opinion. Jesus Christ. Who picks Slippin' over Party Up or Rough Riders Anthem? My God.
If I love you, then I need ya. I fuck with you like Martin fuck with Gina.
But regardless of whether or not I'm a soft heart, I was just kind of awestruck by this song. Like, it's hard to call this a swerve because DaBaby only debuted that year, but he made such a goddamn splash initially. It felt like he established his image really quickly with that first album. And when he dropped a second one just 6 months later, I think people expected more of the same. And instead, it felt like he jumped light years forward. I don't think even he expected
maybe
this
too
song
forward.
to turn out so well, considering that he never even gave it a real name. It's just the goddamn intro to the album. No one puts any effort into their intros. They just play some loud noises and they shout something like, "Tearing it up in 2007," and then they'll rap half a bar and then start the actual record. But at some point, DaBaby must have realized that his intro was not only a real song, it's a song good enough to be a lead single.
Same time I got the news, my shit was #1, that's fucked up. This shit.
Because it's about, his tangled emotions, about his dad dying right before he started being successful. That's also what Lucas Graham's 7 Years is about. I like DaBaby's version better.
Don't give up all I got to see you happy, nigga.
This song only debuted a couple months ago, and I feel like I've listened to it a billion times. It just means a lot to me.
$1 billion baby. This guy won up Tommy Richmond, bro.
Tangled
Damn.
Emotions, he's still mugging it up in the video. And I think that sums up the song's appeal. Like, nothing's so bad that you can't come out the other side laughing about it. That's what I needed this year. Thank you, DaBaby.
Niggas ain't cut from the same club, these niggas see through. And I be too busy doing me to see what he do, nigga.
Ew.
And that'll be the intro to our honorable mention, so let's get that done.
You should meet me on the side.
In the city where the sun don't set.
Tracy Chapman's Fast Car for Generation Z. And I could not mean that as high.
Maybe. Is Luke Combs too recent to be for Gen Z now? Is that still Gen Z or is that Gen Alpha now? Who knows?
Praise. Now, this one's just relaxing. Hey, maybe Post Malone will become the other half of Ray Shremmerd permanently.
What I really wanna see is the
In any other year, this would have made the list. This was the last cut I made, and it was painful. Check out Hustlers, by the way. Only this version, though, the one at the Oscars.
Alright.
And from the non-hit section of the honorable mentions, Carly Rae's new album was exactly as good as Emotion, Don't At Me.
I've been the usher.
Yeah, most of my enemies started out friends too, Taylor.
It's a good thing to fuck you up in one night. Hey.
Probably my worst opinion. Like, I don't like.
Nah, this song's fire, bro.
Separately, but I absolutely support them joining forces and making Linkin Park ripoffs.
MGK, please go back to pop punk, bro. Please stop with the rap, bro. Just stop.
Look, Truth Hurts is fine. Good as Hell is fine. The Lizzo single of the year was Juice. But I restrict this list to the hits. And this was technically
Fat, juicy, and wet.
I don't understand how that's possible, seeing as everyone seems to know this goddamn song now. But I made my stupid rules, and
I know this song from like
can't believe it only charted
watching YouTube
crazy
advertisements. I don't know. I don't remember.
What was the best hit of the year? Let's find out. Number 1. So, last spring, there was this little movie called Brightburn. It was like, what if Superman had landed on Earth, but he was an evil little kid? A LexCorp film. I mean, you don't really know more about it than the premise. I did enjoy it, but I'm not going to tell you it was great or even good. But it did have one really joyous moment. Because they do the epilogue and the end credits start, and we need some background music. So, what is the most obvious way we could end this bluntly obvious movie? Like, what is the most comically on-the-nose way a movie about an evil Superman could have ended in the spring of 2019? Duh.
Okay. I never liked Bad Guy. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I fucking love this song.
Very differing opinions, I guess. Man, I was never a fan of Bad Guy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just never was a fan, bro. And I always say this. I am an OG Billie Eilish listener. I remember Don't Smile at Me EP. I remember listening to that. 2018, 2017. I remember listening to that, bro. 2017, bro. I remember. I was there. Copycat, that song went hard. But, Bad Guy, nope. I feel like better picks would have been, but these weren't hits, though. Bad Guy was, like, really, like, the biggest hit. But, like, a lot of the other songs, like When the Party's Over, that song is fucking legendary. But I don't think that was a hit. I don't think that was that big on the charts. But, like, everybody knows that song, right? Bury a Friend, that song is better than this. Like, those songs were close to hits, but I don't think they were true hits. Like, Bad Guy was. Bad Guy was a fucking monster hit, bro. But, yeah, I was never a Bad Guy fan. Never a Bad Guy fan. Never. Fortunate.
So you're a tough guy.
And I am holding on to this love for as long as I can because this song is absolutely going to be destroyed by movie trailers, if nothing else, which is already happening.
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy.
Or from fan bids, general overplay, any girl who wants to dress up as Harley Quinn for Halloween. Like, I really hope this song still sounds as good by the end of 2020, but I'm worried it's just going to be memed to death.
No.
I hope not. I've been doing this job a while, and, I do worry that I'm getting out of touch with the new stuff the kids are listening to, which is, ridiculous, because I wasn't down with the youth of America back when I was a youth of America.
Hey, same, bro.
I have to deal with the fact that, maybe I'm just not.
Hey, no kid my age is listening to John Mayer.
Or whoever. But Billie
Unfortunate.
Eilish I got immediately. I was like, Jesus Christ, this girl's a superstar. Buy 8,000 shares of Billie Eilish right now. And then I rode that song to the fucking moon. There have been
pretty good.
teenagers who have felt
Predict
before, but the authenticity they capture is like the confidence of youth or the innocence. Billie is the first one who really captures that teenagers are fucking terrifying. You know how I mentioned I used to be a substitute teacher? Yeah, kids that age are sociopaths, and Billie Eilish scares the absolute
depends
shit
what
and one
grade
of the
you're in.
joys
I'm not
of
gonna
that
lie.
guy is that I've been watching
Middle
for
school,
years
yeah.
big name pop divas try to be dangerous.
Well, no, those kids are more annoying than anything.
and then they just all get completely blown out of the water by this barely audible teenager in shapeless clothes who only has to say, "I fucked your dad." Or no, not even "I fucked your dad." "I might seduce your dad." Like, the less she does, the more everyone else looks like a complete and total poser. And the funny thing is that in interviews, she seems perfectly wholesome. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber, who really was the bad boy of music for a long time, he jumped in on the remix, and that
shit was so ass.
And finally broke Old
That
Town
was
Road
not- that was not a good
number one
remix.
spot. But Bieber is fucking terrible on it.
Yeah.
He cannot
That's like me
pull
with
off
like
what
John
Billie
Mayer
is doing
posters in the back.
at all. And it's not just
No
Billie
cap.
herself. The song is also just fucking great. Hooks for days. I can't even pick one favorite moment. Is it that killer bass line? The finger snaps? Perfect delivery of duh?
Duh.
That little lick when the beat comes back in? Honestly, I think my favorite moment is the creepy laugh that starts the outro. Just an absolutely brilliant song all around, and absolutely deserved to be one of the biggest hits of the year. I heard it and I felt like I saw the future of music. I only hope things stay this good in 2020. Good night, everybody.
Surely. Surely. Everything in 2020 will be well. Hey. Hey, not a bad list. You know, you personally, Bad Guy, not my favorite Billie Eilish song, unfortunately. Even though it's probably her biggest song ever. It is her biggest song ever, unfortunately. I mean, they're gonna say like, "Oh yeah, Birds of a Feather has these amount of streams, and actually the chart points make it bigger than Bad Guy." Bad Guy is bigger than Birds of a Feather. Let's be honest. Don't fucking play with me. Yeah, Never Really Over. Yeah, I mean that DaBaby song. Yeah, not really a fan of DaBaby. BTS song. Hey, most of these songs were bad, bro. They're not bad. Personally, not my favorite songs. You know, some of them were good though. Pretty good songs on here. Guys, what was your favorite pick? Tell me in the comments below. Go subscribe to Todd in the Shadows, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.